walked up to her porch with confidence. Not rushed, not nervous, certain he controlled the moment. This was supposed to be quick. A warning, a show of authority. But what happened next was not on the report, not in the training manual, and definitely not what he expected, because the woman standing in front of him didn't raise her voice, didn't argue, didn't step back. She said one calm sentence, and everything changed. It began in a quiet neighborhood, the kind where nothing dramatic is supposed to happen. Clean sidewalks, manicured lawns, neighbors who nod but don't ask questions. Earlier that week, a complaint had been filed. Not for violence, not for theft, just a report that something felt off. By the time the officer arrived, there was no emergency, no active threat, just a woman standing on her own porch. She answered the door politely, but the conversation shifted almost immediately. The questions weren't about safety. They were about belonging. Witnesses later said the officer's posture changed. Arms folded, voice firmer. He asked why she was there, how long she had lived there, who else was inside. She responded calmly, each answer measured, each word intentional. And that composure seemed to frustrate him, because authority often expects reaction, fear, compliance. But she gave neither. Here's what the officer didn't know. The woman standing in front of him wasn't unprepared. She had spent years under pressure trained to remain calm when situations escalated. She understood posture, tone, and when silence speaks louder than argument. So when he pressed harder, she didn't retreat. She clarified her rights. And for the first time, the officer hesitated. That's when she said it. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a fact. Her background, her experience, her training. The officer paused. Eyewitnesses described it as a visible shift or recalibration. What was meant to be a power play became a moment of uncertainty, and the encounter began to unravel. As the situation cooled, something else surfaced. This wasn't an isolated incident. Neighbors began sharing stories, quiet ones, similar visits, similar complaints, similar assumptions. What looked like a single encounter suddenly revealed a pattern, not of crime, but of control. Legal analysts say encounters like this expose a critical issue. Confidence and knowledge shouldn't be prerequisites for respect. The officer eventually left. No citation, no arrest, no further action. But the impact lingered. For the woman, it reinforced vigilance. For the neighborhood, it sparked conversation. For viewers, it raised